Pearce. Today we are reading As You Wish by Jackson Pearce. This is the paperback. It looks a lot like the hardback. If you've seen that one, I've seen pictures of the hardback. And this is the one that I won off of Twitter, and so it was signed. It says, Liz, find yourself, Jackson Pearce. And it's legit. She writes really funny tweets about her novel stuff and just her life in general, and so I'll put a link to all of her stuff down there. She has a blog, she has that, she has a YouTube channel that she updates every so often. So As You Wish is about a girl named Viola. She accidentally summons a djinn, which in Disney terms is called a genie. At the beginning of the story, Viola is kind of this frumpy girl who's just like, she feels invisible. She just feels like her life is missing this whole big piece since her boyfriend came out to be gay. And so this djinn comes along and is like, well, you said you wished something. So this djinn comes along unexpectedly and says, hey girl, you got 3 wishes, what you want? And of course she's like, who the F are you? So he explains himself in this world called Caliban, and he tells her how much he misses it and how great of a place it is and how great of a life he has compared to her, because her life is so sad. Because let's be honest, her existence is pretty sad at the beginning of this book. So Viola has a catty hair and experience, meaning that she wishes to belong, and finds out that that's not the crowd she wants to belong with. So the story kind of goes along like that, with a lot of things thrown in with the djinn and her ex-boyfriend and her new boyfriend and all this other stuff. I don't want to summarize everything because that would just take the fun out of reading it. This isn't reading Rainbow. And to throw this in there, each chapter goes back and forth from Viola's point of view to Jinn's point of view, back and forth, which I thought was pretty neat. But it's all good in the end. It's not a very John Green kind of ending. It's a very like, it all comes back and it's all a good ending. There's nothing wrong with that, I promise. I like the ending that she had. The ending is very fairy tale, which is like perfect for this because it is a mythical creature and a human girl, and I probably gave stuff away. I enjoyed the story. I thought that Viola was quite relatable in some aspects, not every aspect because I'm not that needy of a person, and she was very needy towards her best friend who was her ex-boyfriend, and I don't know, like, I guess I might act the same way if that happened to me, but I'm not exactly sure because it hasn't happened to me. But at the same time, I don't know if I could still be best friends with that person. I know that's harsh to say, but I mean, thinking about it, you're like, well, that person doesn't like me because even though there is a mythical creature and a mythical like aspect of the story, it is very realistic. That sounds crazy, but it's true. It's like if there were such thing as genies, that's probably what it would be. Jackson Pearce does a great job of like creating this universe for like the genies and him coming to the real world and experiencing life as semi-human and growing. It's a very easy read. This is another YA book where I had to put my mindset into like high school Liz, mainly because at the beginning of the book she talks about how she doesn't belong, and I definitely could relate to that because I didn't necessarily belong to a certain group. I just kind of floated around. I had friends in all sorts of places. So that is that for that book review. I hope you have a lovely day. Read this book. It is on sale for $8.99, which is pretty cheap for a book of any kind, especially YA, but especially books. They get kind of expensive every once in a while, but definitely check that out. Jackson Pearce. Do it, and have an awesome day.